Hello Aquarius, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is your reading for the week beginning the 28th of January. This is for male and females. You do have both separate readings. I'm going to start with my females first, although you do have a combined energy card of Hedgehog Love, which is positive, new, uplifting friends. This has come through with my sage and my undressing of the salad in reverse. I sort of feel you're going to have to, or you might find yourself turning to someone a bit older, a bit wiser, maybe you know, a grandparent this week, or a parent, someone who has lived a lot, and for some really sage advice. Basically, I do think it might be a fairly trying week for both of you, and both males and females. And I think you need to tap into those that you can trust, really, friends that you can trust, friends and family. So here's my hedgehog. I mean, it is uplifting new friends, so there might be like new people coming into your life as well. Let's read just a little bit from it. This could be a rich and exciting social time, and you will find new friends while on new adventures. Your peace of mind is developing and growing, and the more gratitude you show the world of nature, the more this deep peace will grow and endure. Even when it comes time to move on, as it shall come soon, you will be able to shift into a new environment, fully protected and with a great deal of help. Your friends, old and new, are never far away from you and will never abandon you, not now that you have shared so much together. The friendships you make at this time are very loyal and could last forever. So yeah, there's something that's, I think with my undressing of the salad in reverse here, this is kind of dropping all the balls this week. Aquarius, if you've been trying to juggle stuff and keep things balanced and remain cool in a situation, it could go a wee bit, you know, tits up this week. This is either dealing with an impossible situation that you're just not prepared to deal with anymore, or dealing with something that's just, the outcome is impossible to predict. But ultimately, this might mean that you kind of lose your cool, that something might come to light that's going to be a bit of a catalyst. I'm not saying a blowout or anything like that, but certainly for my Aquarian males, there's a great deal of pressure here, and for my feminines, it's a slightly different story. Now, I did get You're My Best Friend come through, and I did get that, I think, in my Aquarius reading, so you might want to hark back to that reading, which was a bit scattered, I know, because there is something about a friend here, and it's still coming through again. But the main message is, we have the scythe, the woman, and the bear here. Now, the woman can represent you, or it could represent another significant female in your life who may indeed be a friend. I also did get on this Jolene, please don't take my man just because you can. And again, that's about two females who are very either friends or very much aware of one another. And, you know, the existing partner trying to hold on to her man, and, you know, good, you know, sexy Jolene coming in there who can have her pick of men, but she chooses to take her best friend's man. So there's just something about this, Aquarius. Now, my only concern is, my major concern is the scythe is pointing towards the woman. Now, if the woman does not represent you, then you're literally just looking to cut out a female from your life. It could be a female boss, it could be your own mother indeed. Now, if it's not, I really don't like the way the scythe is pointing towards my woman, because it is actually a card of danger. But it could also be suggesting some sort of surgery. And I do have the Five of Hearts here with the Jack of Hearts, and combined this is usually a pregnancy. So someone may actually be finding out they're pregnant, or already know that, and they're actually considering a termination this week, because the person they're with is someone that they don't want to be with. That's obviously going to be very, very minor. But I am only checking now for my sun and rising on these weekly readings, so I do expect the messages to be more specific, and which probably will mean they're not going to resonate with that many, but I'm okay with that. You've still got your monthlies. This scythe is cutting out It could be a friendship, a career, it can be a hobby, but it's something that's actually quite positive in the main. With the Six of Clubs here, this is getting you on your path. It's a definite sense of purpose. And it ultimately would lead to some sort of success. I do have the Singer of Transfiguration in reverse here, that there's something just not coming through. This is like delayed rewards, delayed gratification, and it may be on the money front with the Ten of Diamonds, but it is only ever delayed with the Singer of Transfiguration in reverse here. And the Ten of Diamonds relates to money in the main, in your fulfillment of financial goals here, or an unexpected windfall or a sudden improvement in your finances. It does seem to be delayed, but the positiveness is this cutting out, whatever it may be. And if it is not a pregnancy, then it is your marriage partner or someone you're in a long-term relationship with the Five of Hearts here. Because the Bodacious Bojack is down here in reverse now. In reverse, this is him trying to be his, best Boy Scout self. Because upright, he is my meddlesome old man, usually your partner or a father or a boss. He's meddling, he tampers, he sabotages, he gossips, and he always will come through saying that it was only for your best. He's literally Mr. Gaslight. But in reverse, this is him trying to come through as someone who's helpful. Now I say trying to come through because he has been confirmed with my Jack of Spades here. And this is somebody, this is like the bad boy, this is the rebel, the backstabber, someone who's really not trustworthy. Can be quite, exciting, but is somebody who's fake and mean and sometimes even treacherous. And that's obviously the fact that they're coming through with my Bodacious Bojack in reverse, to me, is that they're trying to present themselves as someone who is acting in your best interest. This is someone you're very much attached to, in a relationship with. This is not a singles reading, my Aquarians. And they're not acting in your best interest at all, really. And if that is the case, then this cutting out, if it is just of the relationship, would seem to be a very positive thing. It is going to delay things on the money front, but they will eventually, I think, come good. And the other reason I'm thinking pregnancy is because my Great Bear can often be my mother. I do actually think this is usually someone who's pretty aggressive, very dominant, and it could be the cutting out of a dominant, aggressive, overpowering female. One that's no longer nurturing, no longer giving intimately, with my bright mother in reverse here. And we've got a Jack of Hearts, so this is usually a slightly younger man, if it's not the pregnancy thing, and it won't be for many of you. It's just someone who is younger and they're maybe dealing with an older female. This could be their own mother, and that's what this cutting out could be. This is a mother who is not nurturing, not giving, not loving, and probably aggressive, dominant, domineering, and someone's putting an end to it. And the other way of looking at this is this Mr. Bodacious Bojack trying to be the good guy when he's actually the bad guy is now sort of, he may have indeed got someone pregnant if it is not you, and this whole friend thing could be coming in, is why all the, the balls are falling on the floor here. He's come through with mickle a muckle, if the mickle makes a muckle. This is my goofing off. This is foolish behaviour. He's a bit silly. He's mixed blessings. He just likes to play, but he's literally a bit of a child. With the Nine of Clubs here, this is someone who's very much reaping what they've sown and has to be prepared for hard times. Yeah, I don't really think I've got anything more to add to that, Aquarius. Obviously, it's not going to be as if it's not you that's pregnant, someone else could be pregnant, or you just could be looking to cut out your partner, or them you. I really don't like the way the scythe is facing at you, if this is you, so it would signify that this is someone who is not who they seem, for sure. This is someone who's pretending to be helpful, possibly even loyal, but actually they're just a complete buffoon, who would, you know, throw you under the bus given half a chance, quite frankly. There is someone else here, if it's not the pregnancy, there is someone else here who's way more loving. This just could be like your child, if you're older and this is an older son, or, you know, a cousin or a friend, and this is maybe who this sage advice is maybe coming from this week. So Aquarius, in a nutshell, turn to your friends if you need advice. Be wary if your partner has suddenly become Mr. Good Guy. You know, because it may just be financially keeping you on, you know, keeping you sweet, because it's going to affect their finances, them no longer having you around. So there's a whole mixed bag there. But this friend thing has come through a couple of times. Oopsie, sorry. I will put my songs below. Not necessarily immediately when I upload, but I do normally remember thereafter. But You're My Best Friend from Queen, and Jolene from Dolly Parton, of course. Okay, so I'm moving on to my males now. And you can see these probably up a wee bit. We've got the cross. Oh gosh, sorry, knocked your head there. The cross, the stars, and the fish. Oh gosh, again, it can be a number of things, a number of variables, but there's some heavy burdens here with the cross card. This is a very heavy card. It's sorrow, it's suffering, and it's I think what you're suffering from is your own, or burdened by your dreams of your own financial abundance, which I don't think are coming through, Aquarius. Now you could actually be burdened because I've got the Jack of Diamonds here, and this is good news. Now it could be a girl arrives. I mean, you could actually be waiting to hear if your partner is pregnant here, for my Aquarius males, and you're literally on tenterhooks. There's a lot of stagnation here with the 2 4s here. And it could be with someone you're no longer actually with my fairies of the future. My fairy was kissed by the Fixies in reverse. She's about blocked love. This is feeling pretty jealous, possessive, demanding, but very stuck. Very stuck and very sorrowful about a situation. It's almost like your own hopes and dreams are not being realised at this time. They may indeed be blocked due to finances. But round your hopes and your dreams, whatever they may be for you, my Aquarius males, you've got the 7 of Diamonds here. And this is lies, deceit, falsehood. You're being lied about, or to, probably about money. And it can be sometimes turning a bit of a blind eye, because this situation is actually beneficial to you at this stage. The Singer of Courage in reverse here is not confronting the situation. This is feeling pretty fearful, almost fearful that, you know, what you're actually concerned about is the truth. And it is all to do with money. This is all to do with money, this part. And with your abundance card, the fish here, which is all about your money, your income, your finances, usually good luck in finances. This is waiting on tenterhooks. This has been stuck waiting on news, which hasn't come through. And it is regarding your finances, but it could be in relation to an ex with my fawn here. So, you know, it might be that you're going through a divorce and you're just waiting on the final outcome, you know, how the money is going to be divvied up. But there's no communication here, and it's almost like you feel like you maybe need to communicate with someone, because this is your wish fulfillment. This is you waiting, feeling very stuck. There's nothing happening on the money front, and there is some tie-in here with an ex-partner. I don't think you're actually very fearful of the outcome, but you're also almost afraid to have this conversation, to have an honest conversation. You maybe don't want to show your hand show how needy you are financially. And it could well be that you think somebody may indeed be pregnant and you're waiting to hear that news, or you can't move on with it to a new relationship. Your love life is literally blocked and on hold. But it is coming soon. The Four of Clubs would suggest it's coming soon. There is potential here, even though it's in reverse, but there are issues that need still to be resolved. Okay, that'll do you for the week. Joys, not. None. I was going to take this deck, but this one really wants to come out, so let's have a wee look what your advice is on this deck. So, Spirit, what advice do you have, please, for my Aquarian females for the week beginning the 28th? Advice for my Aquarian females. Please like, please subscribe if you would like a personal. My information is all below. Aquarian females, please, what advice do you have for them regarding their situation? Aquarius females. Aquarius females, what advice, please, Spirit, can you offer my Aquarian females? Their situation. Right, you're basically being told that now is not the week to move on. Aquarius, you've got your Six of Arrows in reverse here, and the Nine of Arrows upright. This is saying that you're still, wherever you are still there mentally, and you are sort of being told to struggle and persevere a little bit longer. So you might have a kind of urge to, you know, just do one, pack your bags, leg it, but it's sort of suggesting that the transition is not yet upon you. Advice for Aquarius females. Yeah, again, take time to reflect with my mirror guardian here. Let's have a wee look at this. Yeah, I think this is, as I say, there might be some sort of catalyst this week, Aquarius, that's going to make you drop all your balls and lose the rag completely and want to cut everything out. Or if you are contemplating a termination either of a pregnancy or of a partner, this is suggesting that this is maybe not the week to do it. You may be, you've sort of been advised to take a little bit more time just to let the dust settle and think a bit longer. Mirror guardian. Shades. There. Doosh. You are a beautiful being who's surmounted so many challenges and expanded in so many ways. Your angels are now guiding you to take inventory of your life, to take the time to note all of your recent experiences, the challenges you have surmounted, the strengths you have developed, and the lessons you have learned. Offer yourself approval where it's due, and know that when you give yourself credit, others will be able to as well. But take some time to reflect on your strengths and challenges and how far you've come, and recognize your gifts. You're being invited to take some time to see where you are right now. I just think it's saying it's not time, Aquarius. Whatever you're thinking of doing, it is not this week. You're still to hang in there, not make the moves, you know, not set sail, and take longer to think about whatever it is you're thinking of doing, in a nutshell. And for my Aquarian males, I'll use the same deck. Aquarian males, please, Spirit, what advice do you have for my Aquarian males this week? Advice for my Aquarian males this week? Aquarian males, what advice can you offer my Aquarian males this week? Aquarian males. Away. Advice for my Aquarian males. Advice. Too many. Advice for Aquarian males and their current situation this week. Aquarian males. Advice for the Aquarian males. Bloody hell, how's that advice? Not helpful. Okay, whatever. Everything's in reverse. It's not freaking helpful at all. Okay. It's very similar, actually. There may be something in this situation for my Aquarian males that feels sort of non-traditional. And there may be... it's sort of suggesting that you avoid any major disasters this week. I have got the Tower in reverse, the blasted oak here. Again, it's very similar advice. Don't lose your mind. Take time to reflect. Everything is in reverse. No, 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 especially with the sun being in reverse here. So again, whatever sort of action you're thinking of taking, which I feel, you know, you think or could be rash, is suggesting not to take any action this week. Basically, Aquarius males. We have got Aquarian new moon. We have got Mercury's gone into Aquarius. So you just need to let that energy settle. Maybe advice from my Aquarian males for the coming week, please, Spirit. Oh my God, everything's overboard. Oh, I can't reach it. Be brave and honest. Well, I think that goes without saying. If there's any lies and deceits here, just make sure that they're not yours. Okay, you do have the sun. Enjoy success and happiness. Don't take any action, I think is the bottom line. Hold the space, be brave, be honest, but there is some sort of success and happiness here. I mean, ultimately you do have the Nine of Hearts, which is wish fulfillment at the end. Here, so maybe later on the week something is going to come through that's going to be a lot more positive. This can be about a new family home as well, so you know, it might literally be that you're waiting on news about a house purchase going through that's fairly stalled, and that's put everything on hold. Maybe you're looking to move in with a loved one and they're a bit pissed off because it's not all sorted. I mean, it could be so many things. But that is a super card to get from my Aquarian males, basically. Well, this is the best card in the deck. So whatever you're going through this week, just don't take any rash action. You know, don't, you know, create any massive ructions in your life. And just accept that at some point in the very near future, it's all going to come to pass and be super positive. So that's your reading, Aquarius, for the week beginning the 28th of January. I hope you have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.